Hey guys, welcome back to another video here at Motorsport Madness. Today we have a very different video for you, and we are here at the Isle of Man. Now this week is the Isle of Man TT, or the Isle of Man Trophy, Tourist Trophy. A lot of people think it's time trial, but no, it's tourist trophy. It's always been like that, as that's been around since 1907. This week it's returned. There's been plenty of practice and qualifying. I'm recording this on the Friday. I think the main races are this weekend, I think, and I would love to watch it, but unfortunately I can't. And but yeah, we are here at the Isle of Man in Assetto Corsa, and you may have noticed what is in front of me here isn't a motorbike. No, it is a car. More precisely, an F1 car from 1968, the Matra MS10, which I've featured on this channel many times before. And I thought we would try and attempt to get a successful lap around this circuit in this car, because I felt like this car probably would best represent a motorbike of the current era. It's a similar kind of speed, and that's what I'm looking for. So I didn't want to go with a modern F1 car. I wanted to go with something that would be a bit challenging. So we've gone with the Matra MS10. The lap record around here is 16 minutes and 42 seconds. So I have had a bit of practice. We could potentially get to that speed, but we'll have to see, as the Isle of Man, more precisely the Schneefel mountain course, is if not one of the most dangerous races and tracks of all time. And it's actually quite unreal that it still goes on in its modern days, when you consider Old Spa is no longer around, the Targa Florio is no longer around, there's no F1 races at the Nordschleife anymore, yet the Isle of Man TT still continues despite 151 people have died since it began in 1907. And personally, I feel like it should continue. It's one of those things that if you're willing to take part and you know the risks, then go ahead. As long as it doesn't injure spectators, then I'm all for it. And trust me, you'll never see me doing this in real life. And I'm nowhere near a motorcycle fan. I'm really not. MotoGP really doesn't interest me, but I respect it. I take my hats off to the people that do this. It's just so impressive. The footage that you can find on YouTube with the Isle of Man is just absolutely just incredible. And it's one of those events which, it's not too far away from me, the Isle of Man. So I do want to go and visit for the Isle of Man. So TT. So maybe next year I'll be able to visit. Anyway, I think we should just get on with this. This is going to be a big challenge. This is like the Targa Florio, but faster. A little bit shorter as well. Anyway, Matra MS10, Isle of Man TT. Let's get into this. Alright then, we're at the starting line for the TT. This is going to be extremely fast. And this is honestly a challenge. People do Nordschleife for challenges, I do Targa Florio challenges, but this is overlooked. This needs to become a regular thing, and I do want it to become a regular thing, just purely because of the speed. I think people do, on average, lap times of about 130 miles an hour. And doing it in the car like this will just be something else. Right, are we ready then? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Isle of Man, off we go. I think we're currently in the city of Douglas, which is the capital of the Isle of Man. If you didn't know, this is the super fast section. Need some guts to get through here. You gotta watch the curbs as well, because if you touch those, you will go flying. I believe there's a hairpin turn coming up. Here it comes. No, not here. I think it's just up here. Yep, here we go. Got through it successfully, which doesn't happen often. Now imagine, see, this looks fast from this car's point of view, but imagine what it must be like in a motorbike. It's got to be like I struggle to really comprehend what it must feel like to take on this challenge. And people do it on a regular basis, like Gavin Martin has done it several times. And I have a lot of respect for that man. And I just can't think, like, oh no. I just can't think of just waking up one day thinking, I'm going to do the Isle of Man TT. It's just unreal. But then again, it's just the thrill and just the joy of motorsport. People do this because they enjoy doing it and they want to be successful. And, you know, hats off to them. Because what this is I kind of view this as a combination of the old Spa circuit and the Targa Florio. It's very much them two. You've got the speed of Spa. You've also got the sort of twisty and rural nature of the Targa Florio, where you go through countryside like this, but also through several big towns and cities. You can see just the speed, all these houses going past. Imagine how lucky you must be to live in the Isle of Man. And every year, got that wrong, oh no. And every year, this incredible event. It's not just motorcycles as well, it's sidecar racing. It also takes place during the TT. I just find that amazing. I'd rather be the driver, I don't want to be the passenger. And to lean out your entire body just to get around a corner at 130 mile an hour, it's just, no thank you. It's like, I'll do old Spa, but not this. Also got to remember, if I do have a little bit of a chunk of a wall, the motorcycle is a lot narrower, so just ignore them. So at some point I'll change my camera, just to try and envision what it must be like for a, you know, a rider here. And I've been watching like highlights and clips from this year. I'm so impressed. It's just one of those events I'd love to come and watch, even just to sit on a curb somewhere, just watch them go by. I don't care. It just seems like such an awesome event, but it's just stuff like that. Like, if you want to sit by the roadside and watch them fly past your face at 200 miles an hour, sure, go ahead. They're not going to stop you. It's mental. Imagine if they did car racing on this track. It won't happen, but just imagine if they did. And what I mean by like car racing, I mean kind of like possibly rally cars maybe? Or even sports cars. So there's several areas of this track where I just completely forget what's coming up. Because the problem with this track, yes, you get the full length TT, but it's really not detailed whatsoever. But I'm not complaining. Just to be able to do this in sim racing is incredible. Now there are some motorcycles available for Assetto Corsa, but they're locked behind a Patreon page, and I'm not really willing to pay money for something I'm not interested in. But I'll leave a link in the description to the Patreon for the modder who's making motorbikes for this game, just in case you were interested. I just, personal taste, just no. I'm not going to pay money for motorcycles. Thank God for invisible walls. We're approximately, I'll say, a fifth of the way now, and you can just see the speed of this. It's just mental. like I said at the beginning, 151 people have died competing in the TT. It's crazy. That's more than anywhere else, I believe. I think maybe the Mille, I forgot what it's called, Mille Pignagna or something. It's like one of the world's longest races in Italy. Yeah. You probably know what I'm talking about. I think that one is also extremely dangerous. It doesn't happen anymore, but I think that had a lot of fatalities purely because of the length of that race. But this is just something else. So if you haven't watched an onboard clip of this track on a motorcycle, please do. I'll leave a card there, especially with the likes of Guy Martin, who is an awesome guy, and it's just something I just look at and think, wow, you have some balls. All these trees just flying past my head, even in this car. Now here, this bridge, I can't remember what it's called, but I've seen footage of a horrible accident there which took someone's life. And we've got some lovely air as well, but almost went very wrong. It's just incredible. Now, I have thought about possibly buying the Y4 or even the official Isle of Man game, but again, I don't really want to be spending money on something I'm not going to use for a long time, well, on a regular basis. So apologies, but like I said at the start of this video, I'm not a motorcycle racing fan, but I do respect it. Get an impression of what this is like. This is what it must be like for a motorcycle rider. And even as in this viewpoint, it's horrible. Let's see if we can have some success in this view. The car is right behind me, by the way. Can you just about see it? Oh no. See, that would have been it for me, I think. But luckily, we've turned damage off. Yeah, just now. Hello. My face is glued to the front of this Matra. But just in this view, this is awesome. Wow. Slow down, I think. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with this track. I know certain parts of it, but not all of it. Go on, turn. Damn it. Just imagine having your morning tea and then 200 mile an hour flying past your kitchen window. Wasn't sure I had to brake there or not, but I did anyway. God, this is listen to that. I know that's the car, but just imagine you're on a bike right now. Right, I'm going to return to the normal position very soon. Get a new car there if you like. Now we're almost at the mountain section of this course. This course, if I didn't mention it already, is called the Schneefel Mountain Course, if that's how you pronounce it. I know how to pronounce mountain, so shut up. And yeah. hairpin here, which I can always get wrong, because I always do, because I always forget about it. This time, no. Now this is the super fast mountain section. If something goes wrong here, then yeah, you haven't got much chance, because you're only going to roll down a hill or mountain, shall I say? Those mountains over there. All these twisty roads. I don't know if these are accurate or not, but to have this kind of race where you got like stone walls either side of you, it's just insane. To hit those, go at these speeds, that's it. Can't remember what's coming up. Alright, we're okay. This has felt quite good so far. I'm quite confident with the Matra, so that's why I thought this would probably be better suited to this task than the Lotus 49 or anything else. That's okay, I always do that. Look at those lovely views. The Isle of Man is a lot bigger than what people think, but this track does cover pretty much half of the Isle of Man. And I have seen footage of a car doing a lap around here, and I think it got it pretty fast. I think something around the 15-minute mark or something. But it was in a Subaru, a proper pimped out Subaru. It had DRS and everything. But look at the speed now. We're at maximum velocity. As we need to go off then. Hey, no. Oh, that's close. Thought we were gonna. Oh, no. But we could just have a smooth run through that corner, but no. The Matra decided otherwise. It's a fantastic route. I need to do this more often, because it's just such a impressive sensational speed on this track, despite its lack of detail. But come on, it's amazing. Perfect. I believe someone has, I've seen footage of someone going off, I think it was around here, and yeah, went flying down the hill, had horrible injuries, but still managed to survive. And there's been plenty, I've seen footage of plenty of crashes along this mountain section. It's bloody awful. And luckily, obviously, it goes without saying, yes, I'm currently in my living room with this, but I'm in relative safety. I can't hurt myself. But people do this for real. Obviously not on the Matra, but on a motorbike, which is even more just stupid. Road is going off there to the right. We're well over halfway, by the way, folks. But yeah, if you haven't looked, there's several documentaries out on YouTube about the TT. It's just such a fascinating insight. Oh, no, I forgot about that corner. Well, thank you. Still got it wrong. I knew it was there, but I still got it wrong. And that's pretty much the end of the mountain course. We're about to approach the hotel, which is quite a famous spot. There it is. One of the most iconic areas of the TT. This is a huge spectator spot. As we're approaching the end of this track now. Douglas is just over there on my left. But we're approaching an area which is particularly, and it's not an issue. Well, I think it's an issue of the person who created this mod. Maybe he has updated it, I just simply haven't updated it on the game. But there's an area around a hairpin of a roundabout where you're literally one of the final corners where you will fall through the map if you go off the track. And there's been so many times already where I've successfully completed a lap of this track, but then got to that certain point and fell through the map because I went off the track slightly. One of those was in a Porsche 919 Tribute, and I wasn't happy. It's one of the first hairpins. Got that very wrong. It's one of the slower sections of this fast track. Go off the road. Almost there. As we go into this little lane, and the roundabout, which I was just saying, is just here. Right, now we need to be careful not to fall off the road. It's on your left and the right. If you go off either side, you will fall through the map and your lap is finished. So I'm just going to take it easy. And we managed to escape. And we're now into the final straight. The start finish line is just up ahead. So I think I had a good exit. I think we can have a decent time. It'll flash up on my screen. And there we go, 18 minutes and 30 seconds. That's pretty good. Considering the lap record around here is 16 minutes and 42 seconds. I'm sure with a lighter fuel load, different tyres, and if I messed around this car and just in general knew more about this track in general, we would have definitely gotten close. Anyways guys, we completed the lap of the Schneefeld mountain course, the Isle of Man TT. Aren't you impressed? I certainly am, because that was just super fast. And yes, I was talking most of the way, but I was trying to concentrate a lot. And yeah, wow, that is impressive. If you did like this video, please go and download this track and try this yourself and let me know your times, because even in this car, let me know, because it's a fantastic track and a fantastic car as well. And obviously enjoy the TT if you are intending, or you're watching it at home, enjoy it. And obviously if you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to this channel, share it, do whatever you like. I don't mind at all. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.